Today, we are going to talk about how to fire your boss, build wealth, and escape the financial prison, or what I like to call financial purgatory for a lot of people who are stuck there and cannot get out. And so today, I'm going to teach you how to help yourself. So, in this short video, we're going to cover a lot, and I'm going to simplify it as much as possible. And again, I hope it helps you. If you're new to the channel, I'm the Middleman CEO, Shon-Jhon. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Tell somebody else about the channel. Share the information. Follow me on all social media networks, Middleman CEO. And if you do, you can keep getting this good content. Also, hit the notification bell so every time I drop some new content, you can pick it up. Hot and ready, right? So straight off the brain, hot and ready. And so we're gonna get into some of this. So this video today, most people think the way to get rich is to work harder for your boss. And I'm telling you that we're in a day and age where nothing's the same financially, right? So understand that post the pandemic, everything changed. So much money flooded the economy. It's like running bath water, and then you plug it up and you forget to turn off the faucet, and then all of a sudden it overflows and becomes a problem. That's what happened. So financially speaking, they turned on a faucet that printed money over the past 5 years, and they forgot to turn it off. And now they just cannot stop printing. Now, what does that mean for you and me? It means the cost of everything is just going to continue to go up. And so that's how you know about inflation, hyperinflation, recession, all that stuff. Those words have become mainstream just over the past 3, 4, 5 years. And so, but I'm here to tell you that working for your boss is not the way to get rich. It's actually the exact recipe for staying broke. And I know that's going to surprise a lot of you because you've been trained and conditioned and programmed, to work until you can't work anymore. And listen, I've done it too, where I was like, look, you got to get a job, you got to work hard. And I'm telling you, that's not the way. So I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree, but I'm telling you, working hard is not the way, not today. So you got to have, well, we'll get into it. So, but we're going to talk about from financial prison to financial freedom. And I have a simple model that works without you selling your time or selling your life, as I like to say. So what's the recipe for financial prison? Well, if you can relate to this list, then you're probably either in or very close to financial prison, right? So one of the things, number one, buy a house with a paycheck. I always tell people, if I'm you, I would stay away from buying houses if my paycheck's my only source of income. But people are addicted to these houses, obsessed with buying them. And all you have to do is just say no. It's like a drug, and use the money for something else. Number two, save money in a bank while inflation eats it. Inflation is just the buying power of your dollar going down. That's all it is. Number three, depend on one paycheck. A lot of you are out there stuck because you only have one paycheck and it takes care of your whole life. And you don't realize how over leveraged you are, meaning that if something happens to the paycheck, it disrupts your whole entire life because the paycheck pays for your life, right? Trust your job is safe. Number four, you should never trust that your job is safe, especially today. You should know better, more than any time in history, your job's not safe. Number five, trade time for money until you die. You don't want to do that. Number six, you're consumer minded. All you want to do is swipe and spend. You get extra money, you buy stuff. Not things that'll help you, but liabilities, things that'll hurt you. And again, if you watch my videos, you know I'm not a big fan of living below your means. I don't approve of just wasteful spending, of course not. But the reason I say I don't like living below your means, by the way, it's not even a biblical principle. It's not. I have proof. If you want to live below your means, it just trains you to be cheap, to live in lack, just to cut everything. And I always say, look, you only got one life to live here. You really want to go through life that way, or you actually want to enjoy this thing, right? So cutting lattes and coffees and Starbucks won't make you rich. It just won't. Cutting paycheck dependency, your dependency on paycheck, that'll make you rich. So here's the blueprint. Here's the financial freedom blueprint. All right. And it's just my blueprint. You don't have to agree with it. It's just mine, right? Based on things I've been through. So if the problem is the prison, then you got to break out. You just got to break yourself out. So number one, buy assets that pay for your house. So if you want to get a house, fine. Just don't tie it to a paycheck for 30 years because the paycheck's not going to be there. So if you're going to buy a house, buy it with cash flow from an asset. Number two, invest in cash flowing assets. That's why I always say don't buy the house. Use the down payment to create some type of business or investment. That's better than buying a house instead of buying a house and being broke, wish you didn't buy it. Or buying a house and you can't sell it. A lot of people are going through that today. Number three, build multiple streams of income. Yes, it starts with one, but get another and then get another. Develop the habit, because people are always like, well, if I just sell cookies on this, it's not gonna make me rich. No, the habit of learning how to make money without having to go to work is what's gonna make you rich. Not selling cookies. It may make you rich, but the habit is the most important thing. So build skills and systems, not dependency, right? Number five, leverage automation and people. That's something we're big on in the Middleman Masterclass. Number six, be producer minded. Own, create, sell, help, partner with. Just be producer minded and not consumer minded. Next time you get $1,000, say, what can I do with this to multiply it? Instead of what can I buy? Start saying, what can I try with this? Use good debt for income producing assets. Somebody left a comment under one of my videos and they were like, debt, stay away from debt, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, debt can be used to create cash flow for you. Now, if you use debt to consume things, then sure, stay away from debt. Dave Ramsey's for you. But if you're going to use debt to make money, that's a good investment. So because wealth comes from multiplication, not restriction. And you need to understand that. So one thing that I do, one thing that I teach the Middleman CEO model. And this is what I teach because I'm big on don't trust your job. It's not going to be there tomorrow. Never have one source of income, right? Never only have one source of income. And number three, don't just stack money in the bank and leave it there. Use the money because the job is not safe and you only have one source of income. So you need to use the money to get multiple sources of income so you can leave the job, right? And so with what I do is we, in the Middleman Masterclass, what we do is we learn how to choose a service industry to partner with. So you can choose, by the way, you could go to middlemanceo.com and see my list of my top 25. But you can choose anywhere from home cleaning, television mounting, carpet cleaning, pest control, pool cleaning, lawn care, tree trimming, painting, window tinting, pressure washing, vehicle repair, AC and heating repair, roofing. I could go on and on and on. Moving. That's what my company Book and Move does. But you don't have to know anything about the industry. I teach you how to research the industry and learn a little bit about the industry. But the most important thing is you don't have to know how to do the work. So I own a moving service, but I don't move anybody. I don't even have a crew or a truck to move anybody. I don't even own a box. So what you do is you choose an industry and then you partner with other, what we call ISPs, independent service pros. They continue to do the work. You just get paid up front by the customer. You take a deposit, your commission, and you get paid. So for instance, if you take a $250 deposit from a job, that's your money. You don't have to leave your house. The ISP is going to do the rest of the work. So we connect the customers to service providers. We take a deposit up front and we let someone else do the work. So it's fully automated. The way it's set up is You don't have to talk to customers. You don't have to sell anything. None of that. You get a VA or auto chats to be able to talk with the customers back and forth. Everything else is automated. The booking is automated. The payments are automated. The dispatch to the ISPs, all of it's automated. So what we want to do is we want to get our time back as fast as we can. So, and it's scalable without trading hours. So you don't have to work harder. This thing is super easy. And this is how you build assets that pay you and create multiple streams of income without you being stuck during the labor. Because again, if we're doing the labor, we have a job. I don't want a job, and I don't want you to have a job. So I remember, when I did have a job, there was a time I was working 2 jobs. There was a time I was working 3 jobs. I was burned out, 3 part-time jobs, burned out, still not making a bunch of money, just hated where I was in life. And then along come, 2020, where the pandemic's happening and, most people aren't working, including me. And you got to figure out, hey, I need to figure out how to make some money. And so what happened is, started this middleman business in 2020, been doing it ever since. And it's amazing. It's on fire and it creates freedom. So you can build a 5-figure a month business without employees, office inventory that I was like, sign me up, right? So I went from paycheck dependency to living a lifestyle freedom. So if you're not willing to learn a new model, be prepared to keep the old results. Nothing's going to change for you. So here's what I want to do before I wrap this video up really quickly. I want to invite you guys to my free training. So if you want the exact steps, I built a free training called the Middleman CEO free training class. And I'll walk you through how to set up your business, get your first customers, and automate the whole thing. So if you want to see it now, all you have to do is put the word middleman in the comments below, or go to middlemanceo.com and then click the link to see that free training. But it's gonna hopefully change the way you think, change everything about your mindset, and then introduce you to the idea that your job's not going to be there. You need another source of income. So every day you stay in financial prison is a day you could be building financial freedom. So my advice, start now, move quickly. And again, put the word middleman in the comments below, or click the link in the video description below. And if you're ready to take action, like I know a lot of you are, and most of my students are, if you've already heard enough and you're like, hey, sign me up, let's roll. I know this job's not going to be here. I need to create some income and get some freedom so I can actually enjoy my life. Then go to middlemanceo.com, get into the Masterclass VIP. That way you'll be working with me one-on-one, and we'll create something awesome together. But again, model super simple. You're going to choose an industry that you want to get into. You don't have to know it up front. In fact, I teach you how to research the industries and choose the one that's best. Because there might be an industry here in Dallas that's on fire, but in your city, it's not booming. So you don't want to choose that industry. You want to do some research and find out which industry is booming where you are, or whatever city you want to open up in, because you do it over your phone, over your computer. You don't have to be there. I live here in Dallas. I can open a move-in service. And in fact, we're about to go nationwide. I let the cat out of the bag, but that's why the site's being worked on now. So bookandmove.com, we're working on it now. We're about to revamp it. I'm waiting on an update today. We got some incredible software, but we're about to open nationwide. I told you guys, I want to make $1 million a year. That's just me. You don't have to want that. It's just what I want. I've been poor. I don't want to be poor. I want to be rich. So, and I ain't afraid to say it. And you shouldn't either. And so, but we're going to go nationwide. Now, how can I do that? I live here in Dallas because I don't do the work. Same way Uber does it. Uber doesn't do the work. They don't drive you around. They don't have to leave the office in San Francisco to go pick you up. They just partner with people who are already there, who have cars, who's willing to pick you up, right? Same thing with Airbnb. They don't have to go out and buy houses to rent to you. There are people already looking to rent. They just get in the middleman, and connect the rider, the driver, the renter, the rentee. That's it. That's it, right? So Turo, the car company, right? Turo doesn't own all the cars. They just connect you to someone who's willing to rent their car to you, who's willing to rent it. And they connect you and they get paid. So super easy, super simple. If that's something you want to do, move quickly because I'm very limited on how many students I can take. So again, saying no to this would essentially be saying yes to the struggle life. And if that's what you want, you can have it. I don't want it. All right, guys, I got to go. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. Tell somebody else about this channel where we're teaching personal finance and financial freedom and how to go from paycheck dependency to living off cash flow. Because how many know you don't have to have a paycheck? You can live off cash flow. All right? Somebody put cash flow in the comments. All right. Let me know, guys. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. We're going to keep covering a lot of this stuff. And if you guys are ready to take that next step, put middleman in the comments. You know what to do. I'll see you on the next video, guys. Peace.